Hi everybody, welcome back to Acres of Clay. Today's the day that he's gonna put the body on the chassis of the El Camino. So we're gonna be here to see this. He's been excited because he's gotten all his grommets in place and hopefully it lines up and everything turns out perfect. Perfect, because that's what he's hoping for. The body has not been completely painted. I'm not sure when he plans on doing that actually. We've been kind of cold and windy lately, so he wants to do it on a warmer day. Anyways, I don't even know if he knows what color he's gonna paint it yet. There's El Camino. Getting ready to put the body on.
That way. Down. Down. All right. You can watch this side come together. Get down. Okay, well. What do you need? Gotta make sure they're lined up. Down. Down.
A little bit.
You down? Well,
That's as far down as you can go.
it's not lined up.
Not lined up? You want me up a little bit?
Pulled over just a hair.
Gotta come this way?
Yeah.
Can we do it with a pry bar? Oh, there you just did it.
This thing is short. Mind if I hop on it?
No, you got moving.
The body's gotta go that way a little bit.
Gotta go back.
Gotta push. In order to pop in the grommet,
Okay. What do you want me to do?
you really can't push
Push?
without the frame moving.
Without the frame moving? Standard, you hold them open.
Well,
I gotta hold them under here. Wait.
okay, we're in.
And?
I gotta hold it.
We're good? Oh, up against the... We're all good there. What is? Yeah, that's what I put. Alright, we gotta do a pushover here with it.
So they're not gonna put it in the shop, they're gonna put it in the second bay here.
Well, if you just gotta sand it.
Because he needs the
Right.
shop for the skid loader. What are you doing with the skid loader, dear?
What we gotta do with skid loader?
Yeah, I haven't shared any of that story.
Skid loader, we got to an oil line blew, and it blew where it blew, or broke right where it sucked oil right into the air intake. And yeah, it did some damage to the engine. We don't know if it blew, if it, what do you
Blew a head gasket?
Well, we don't know if it damaged the head gasket or not, but we got low compression on one cylinder now, so it's running a little rough. And we checked the injectors were fine. But so yeah, we're gonna pull the head on it and see what's going on with that. So
Fun stuff.
yep. So we got parts ordered. We got a head gasket and a bunch of gaskets ordered, and we're hoping it's just a head gasket, that we didn't do any other damage to the engine. But yeah, it didn't do it any good. So.
No good. So this is the cylinder head that goes on the Bobcat. And the guys are replacing the seals before they put the valves back together, which are over here. And they're working at, are you guys replacing all these seals?
No, just the two.
Just these two?
Damaged them.
Oh, they were damaged. And then you got a new head gasket that they'll put on.
Yep.
What you guys doing over here?
Putting in a new handbrake cable.
The cables were frayed, was it?
Corroded.
Corroded. Here, let me go on the other side.
Now we gotta.
Gotta get that cable to it. So here's the new cable. Get it?
Nope, went back.
You need me to hold it?
Nope, watch out for that.
Yeah.
And I need that pin.
Where's the pin? This pin? There you go.
And
So that's the exhaust valve. I put a towel under the valve I'm gonna put back in. Or this.
Why do you have to put a towel under it?
The
Just
way
to
I do
hold
it is
it?
hold it when I put pressure on it.
Lots of cleaner. Gotta make sure it's all clean. Spotless.
My tool.
What's that?
It's a valve spring installer and removal tool.
A valve spring installer?
Keeper, I should say. Spring keeper, whatever.
Okay. A valve spring. Valve keeper, remover, installer.
Yeah, the removal tool is that. You put it on top, then you give it a whack with a hammer, it'll hold the bottom, and it'll take the keepers out. And to install, you put this back in it, put everything in like that, and pretty much just shove down, or use a hammer and hit it. I always like shoving, but we'll see if this works. Put that in there. Might be a little bit more tricky. Am I bottoming out?
That's it.
Oh, I think the valve. Huh. Maybe this isn't the video version.
It's acting up because I'm taking video.
Hey, there it went.
How can you tell when it goes?
The keepers will seat in their groove.
Okay.
I just have never done this specific engine before, so it's a
It's all new to you.
little different. So I gotta flip to the other one. Put that under there. I've done it with other engines, but not this one. So it's kind of a neat tool to use because you can remove valve springs and replace these seals without having to take the cylinder head off. If you put pressure down into a cylinder on a gas engine, you can remove the keepers without ever taking the cylinder head off.
Taking it
If you
apart.
use it right, yeah. I've never used that diesel or done that on a diesel engine, but
First time for everything.
so now we're gonna do the exhaust valve. Set that in like that. Let's see how this works. I might have to use the other tool. Oh, there it goes.
Got it?
Yep.
Handy tool there.
Yeah, it's a lot nicer than a C-clamp.
I won't get your face.
Okay. It's a lot nicer than a C-clamp if you can use it. C-clamps are still needed for bigger stuff. Put that in. And we're done.
There you go.
All looks good. I think it's finished cleaning it up and then we'll throw her back on. We should probably get that gasket off that.
Oh, there's the gasket?
Right there's a little piece.
Oh.
Right.
Gotta clean it up. You have to wipe all the cylinders.
Everything's gotta be immaculate pretty much.
You don't want no
No dust,
Debris.
debris.
The cylinder isn't so bad, it's more the, even though you don't want dirt in the cylinder at all.
Just spit.
It's more the surface that's gotta be like cleaner than mom's kitchen counter. What?
See, I thought I remember that hole being there.
I'll go get the other one.
You gonna do that?
No. Sit there a minute. Otherwise it's bad. No. Back.
Which way?
Oh. these head bolts are not torque to yield, so they can be reused.
Okay, so you have them all
So
in
I'm
order.
just putting them back in the exact same spot they came out of. I got oil on a rag, and I'm just taking really, really lightly wiping it. You don't want a lot of oil, otherwise you'll hydrolock your think of the bottom.
Bolt.
The bolt hole that it goes into, and that you can potentially crack your block that way. But
Yeah, you
I'm
don't
just
wanna do
really, really lightly oiling the threads.
Which one?
That's going to be your back, far back left.
This one?
No, that one.
This
There.
one?
Yep. And that's going in there.
I like it, no.
We gotta go for that.
Are they all the same?
Yep.
This one goes in the next one to the right. Yeah, they are all identical bolts in this case.
Yeah, and you
Or
don't.
you just want to keep them in
No,
the same
to the
hole?
right. This is the bottom row, Dad. Yeah, I do, because that's the spot that they've shaped to the head to that, or they've been
This one?
Oh, that.
they've been torqued to that specific hole.
Next right?
I don't know if it's really any big of a deal or that big of a deal.
I don't think it's a big deal. This is like making a loaf of bread. You gotta have everything just right.
You do not. Bread is so forgiving.
Otherwise, it won't rise.
What?
Well, it's true.
No, it ain't.
How many loaves of bread failures have you had?
Not very many,
You know,
but
you've had plenty though, and you've had
I've
many.
had plenty.
You've had many that have turned out good
It's
too.
because the yeast is bad or something.
Yeah. Well, it's the same here too.
There's no yeast.
Because some engines break head bolts, and
Yeah, some do. This one doesn't. Hold that much oil.
yep.
Aren't
Is that the
engines
right one? I
complicated?
guess it is. Engines are very simple in theory.
In theory.
Small ones are simple, big ones are...
Bigger versions of the little one.
Yeah.
It's just size.
Just that the
really.
components in this aren't as heavy.
So you don't have to torque these in at a certain pound?
Yeah.
Oh, you do.
But some of them they want you to do a sequence.
Oh, yeah.
And this one you will too.
Yeah.
Otherwise you warp your head.
Yeah.
Or potentially warp your head. It's one of those things. Might be a little bit.
So what do we have them set at? This is a torque wrench?
What do you got it set at?
70.
We're going right to 70?
Well, we could do 40, but they recommend just going to 70.
Oh, I thought we'd do half.
Oh, we can. I don't care. I think you're gonna need the other torque wrench anyways.
Well, it'd be a little easier. We can go with
Yeah.
it. Why don't
Let's go with
we- What size are those?
14,
How do those work?
3/6.
Now we gotta go through and they recommend torquing them right to 75 foot-pounds, but I like to do it halfway. So we'll go through and do all of them at 45. And then here's the sequence you're supposed to follow: A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You're supposed to start in the center and work your way.
Work your way around, outward.
Yeah, so you start and then just kind of a circular motion
Yeah.
until we're all the way. So,
So the, how do you know when you hear that noise is?
yeah, you hear that click. So we'll start, I did that one, A, B, C, and they want you to go up to that one. And you hear that little snap,
That's 35 or 40?
45.
What did you set it at, Simi?
It's 35.
35. 35 is half of 70.
So yeah, we just keep working your way around.
Then you'll do it again till it reaches 70 foot-pounds.
Yep, and I'll use a bigger wrench for that. Now we've done all of them to half of like 75, which would be, yeah, we did 35, 40 roughly. So now we bring out the bigger one and we'll do it to 75. And yeah,
Then you'll be done.
yep, done torquing the head. So we start here in the middle.
Same spot.
So there's one. Two. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back over all the bolts and make sure, just to double check that everything is right on.
70.
So, should hear that click on each one.
These are the glow plugs, so we're gonna put those in next. There's 4 of them. What you need?
I got a hand cramp.
A hand cramp.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, a hand cramp is when this all tightens up and your fingers don't want to work quite
Yeah,
right.
I've never had that, so
I thought you have.
no. I have it in my foot, but not my hand.
So these little holes here.
Your hand's in the way. These holes right here. So the glow plugs go.
Yeah.
There's 4 of them.
And then we'll get a 12 millimeter socket.
Those just get tightened in there.
Yep. All you gotta be is snugged in.
The skid loader is almost ready to be started. And see how it goes. What are we doing right now?
Looking at something.
So I've got that in a hook so you can crank,
They're looking at something.
Crank it over.
before it starts getting oil right.
Want me to tell them?
Yeah, go ahead and tell them what you did. Let's remind our viewers what happened in the first place,
Well,
in case they didn't catch the first part.
You come up here and look.
Okay.
Where's my flashlight? Get it? Here comes the hand over. Alright, what happens? This connection came apart.
Let me get a good look because your flashlight's kind of bright.
This connection came apart.
I don't need the flashlight really. This connection came apart.
Well, that allowed oil to shoot across.
Shoot right across. Go right into this hole, which is the air intake.
Air intake, which goes into the filter.
Which goes down here into this filter.
Which goes
Goes through here.
and into the engine. So it,
And this goes right into the engine.
yeah, so I
So
tried.
the oil,
So I tried shutting it off, but the engine kept running until it pumped all the oil
right out.
right out. So it ruined the head gasket because it hydrolocked, I guess, or so it weakened the head gasket where we had low compression on the first piston. So we went through, put all new, put a new gasket, and we got it back together, and we're gonna start it up.
Here we go.
So.
Our guys aren't looking very happy.
No, you gotta go straight on, otherwise it won't let you do it. I think it sounds more even.
Alright, well, let's check compression, and if the compression's all the same, then it's something to inject. Oh.
So the problem may not have been solved.
No, well,
It would definitely look a problem.
so what we did is we're gonna check compression now to verify to make sure that we're up, but it may, well, I don't know, maybe into the injection pump.
Or I may have damaged the injector, who knows?
Yeah. So we gotta verify a couple things here.
You have the compression tester hooked up?
Yep, and we took the glow plug out.
How do you hook that up?
Well, you hook it on this particular, you can hook it in the glow plug.
Okay. So it's hooked into the glow plug. And what were we looking for?
I don't know, we'll find out.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Bye. That's 200.
Okay. Release the pressure.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep. Got to 330.
That's no better.
320. It's no better? Ugh.